Our Action TV report, we are going to focus our attention on the energy sector of our country once again. Now, the energy sector, the CEB and other related institutions are governed by the Ceylon Power or the Ceylon Electricity Act. I'm going to draw your attention to this particular document that you see behind me. This is a page that we have obtained from the Ceylon Electricity Act. Now, our clause 9 of the Ceylon Electricity Act very clearly mentions that if a power purchase license is to be granted to a power plant, if the Treasury decides that the power plant has government shares, then the power purchase license will be granted to this particular power station or power plant in question. Now, in April, the government and the CEB decided to go in for a 3-year agreement with a company a power plant rather, by the name of ACE Ambilipetia. Now, this is Article 43 of that same Act, which clearly mentions that if you are to go into a power purchasing license with a private entity, there should be a competitive bidding process that should be carried out. ACE Ambilipetia is a completely private power plant. Now, was there a power purchase for the power purchase license to be granted? Was there a proper competitive bidding process carried out, or for the agreement was there a proper tender process being carried out for this purpose? That is question number 1. Now, if this is what is mentioned in the Constitution, if this is what is mentioned in the Act, then if there is a violation pertaining to this Act, then it is a violation of the Constitution of the country and it's deemed illegal. Now, and write about these deals pertaining to the power purchasing license and the energy sector of our country. While highlighting what the minister said, we want to draw your attention to another problem surrounding the same issue. When this particular deal, the agreement, was to be extended for a 3-year period, the Deputy General Manager of Energy Purchases writes to the General Manager of the Ceylon Electricity Board saying that he cannot approve 850 million rupees as a payment that needs to go into ACE Ambilipetia. What happens to this DGM who says he cannot approve this money going out? He is removed from the CEB. And what does the General Manager of the CEB do? He writes a letter to the Secretary to the Ministry of Power and Renewable Energy, who is Dr. Suren Batagoda, asking for a special permission for these funds, 850 million rupees, to be released so that the payments can be made. Does he receive the approval? Yes, he does. But what happens? The Secretary to the Ministry of Power and Energy also highlights, while approving this payment of 850 million rupees, highlights the fact that this particular payment is in violation of Clause 9 and Clause 43 of the Ceylon Electricity Act. So this is the situation we have pertaining to the payments that have gone into ACE Ambilipetia and the extension of the agreement pertaining to ACE Ambilipetia. We can only forward this story for the attention of the President's Secretary. That's all we have from Action TV.